What's up YouTube, everybody watching? James Cook, and in today's video I have Arvin Abalera, one of my business partners, going over pay-per-call training. We're discussing all the questions around pay-per-call. He also wrote a blog post over on our blog. I'll leave that in the description down below. If you're new to my channel, I talk about business and personal development, so if you like that type of information, definitely click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. We're going over in a few seconds. I'm going to share the interview that I had with Arvin where we answer a lot of questions when it comes to pay-per-call and pay-per-call training. You definitely want to stay to the end. If you have any questions, definitely leave them down in the comment section and either myself or Arvin will give you an answer. What's up everybody? So I got my business partner Arvin here and we're just going to run through some questions that are common when it comes to the pay-per-call business. Arvin completely runs that side of our business. He's an expert in this field, so I want him to come on and just explain some things. And we'll start off with the first question, the basic question, Arvin, is what exactly is pay-per-call advertising and how does it work?
Yeah, so I mean, to really simplify that, it could sound very complicated, pay-per-call, but you're essentially sending phone calls, right, to businesses. And that's what, that's one part of our business is we generate the phone calls and we send it to a buyer or we send it to a client or whatever the case may be, and we get paid for that call. So it's a lead generation, right? We're generating leads, but we're generating them not in a form, not in a text message type of form, or opt-in form or the traditional ways that people collect leads, but we're sending it a live direct transfer to a business owner's phone call or a call center or whatever it is. That's essentially what pay-per-call advertising is, generating phone calls.
And this can be done through paid ads and through organic, correct?
Yeah, paid ads, organic, or both. Fastest results are obviously paid ads because once you know how to set it up correctly and generate the calls, then you could make it work within a couple of hours, 24 to 48 hours. And organic takes a little bit longer, but both are very powerful ways, and both of it, as we know, we both do.
So when you're doing the paid ads, it's pretty much so people understand you're setting up paid advertisement and you're pretty much optimizing those campaigns until you get your phone calls generating at the right price so that there's a return on investment, correct?
Yeah, of course, yeah. So when we're utilizing paid ads, obviously we're paying, investing, per click, right, towards Google or whatever platform that we're using. So we invest that money for the click, and that click will either generate to a phone call, right? And then based on that, we'll know, okay, this is how much we're going to sell these phone calls for. And you obviously want to make it so you have a nice profit margin, so you become profitable. And, everything's done on the computer, which is great.
Yeah. And I know that another big question that's always in this field is what would you consider good niches and why?
For pay-per-call, emergency, things that people need, right? Definitely big on emergency home services. Uh, Mainly things that people wouldn't want to pick up the phone and try to learn, want to pick up the phone and book something like or get information to get a job done, right? Like right away, right? You don't
So
want
an
to.
example, would you consider like towing a good example?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, an emergency situation. Yeah, your car's, you need to get something towed. Yeah, you get in a car accident. Yeah, that's good. Pest
So
control is good. Water
yeah, emergency.
damage. Yeah, emergency. All those are good. And also, you got to factor in search volume, right? You want to make sure that when you're looking at data, you want to use the tools that Google gives you, which is the keyword planner, um, to find out if a vertical is good, because you don't want to jump in a vertical and it's low search volume and then very expensive as well, and you gotta want to make sure all those things.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing people should be aware of is every niche is different and in cost, especially when you get into paid ads, correct?
Yeah, I mean, like for example, right, like uh pest control versus a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
So two completely different verticals. One is more of like, okay, I got cockroaches behind my refrigerator, right? They're gonna call right away. Versus a lawyer is trying to find the right lawyer, asking for information, it's a good lead, but the cost of the click is totally different. Like lawyers are a lot higher, versus pest control is more affordable, right?
Great example. And now, how are we tracking this stuff so people are understanding? Because they're probably thinking like, okay, so you're generating a call. How do you know that you generated a call? How do you know it's qualified? How do you know if it's working? Like, what kind of systems in place?
Yeah, so right now, I mean, we're a big part of Callzoo. We've been using Callzoo for a while. So we use their tracking platform, and we're actually working with ACT, which is a merge with Callzoo, and they're gonna provide the platform, with the developers and stuff like that. So that is essential, a tracking software where all the calls go through, recorded, and that's essentially the filter, right? And then that number forwards to our clients or to our affiliate or whoever it is. So yeah, it's important to have your system, your phone calls tracked, so this way you can listen to it, understand the quality control, and know that okay, my campaign is generating bad calls or my campaign is generating good calls. How are you gonna know that? By listening to the calls and monitoring them, right?
Yeah.
So
So
software is
a
important.
tracking software with a dashboard that you can log in and see everything as far as
Yeah,
activity
yeah,
and listen to the calls.
yes.
And now, can you just break down a little bit? I know you mentioned it before, but local pay per call versus affiliate pay per call. Can you just kind of give some information? Because I know people get confused with that, or they're interested. They heard of affiliate, but they're not sure how that works. They
Yeah,
heard of local.
yep. So perfect example is like affiliate is more of like you're working with a network, an affiliate network. So to break it down in simple terms is they already have the buyers. So they already have all the clients that are looking for that call, right? So you sign up with the affiliate network and you essentially work under them and you drive the calls to them and they split, the price that they sell the calls with you. So you get a commission. That's how affiliate works. Yeah,
Profit share, right?
yeah, you do a profit share or they give you some type of a percentage or commission, whatever it is. But that's you work under them. Versus with a local client, you keep all the profits to yourself because you're dealing directly with the client, right? So you're selling them the calls directly, and you're billing them directly. So there's no middleman, right? So that those are the two important,
But with the
popular.
local clients, it's pretty much your job and your business model is to get them as a client. Where affiliate, the vendor already has a client, and you're just fulfilling the calls.
Yeah, so a good example is like you go to OfferVault and you'll find like pay per call networks, right? And then you'll just see, okay, these networks, you could categorize them and see the payout. Like you could see, okay, how much are they getting paid per call, how much you can make money, and then you could see like the niches, right? You could see, okay, they have pest control, they have lawyers, they have whatever it is, right? They have it all categorized there. So offer vault, you could do that, and then from there you could sign up, and then if you get approved, then you can start running ads and generating calls.
Yeah, and I'll leave that link to that in the description as well. And Arvin also wrote a really in-depth blog post
Yeah.
on our blog. I'll leave that in the description as well. And then another question is this easy to do or does it require actual work?
It's easy. I mean, I look at it as it's easy for me now, right? But the thing is, you got to go in a mindset where, okay, you got to tell yourself that you got to kind of be neutral, like not saying that's going to be, oh, it's going to be super hard. But yeah, there's going to be some work, there's going to be a learning curve. Anything that you do is going to be always a learning curve, right? But it gets easier as you do it. But the problem that I see a lot of people doing is they get discouraged right away because they see it. It's they say, oh, it's a lot of work. If you go about it that way, yeah, it's a lot of work, and you lead with that mentality, it's gonna be very difficult for you to get anything done. Like we both know that, you know that,
Yeah.
I know that, right? But if we say, you know what, I gotta get this done, I know this is gonna work. I mean, there's proof in the blog post. There's screenshots of earnings that we've done, right? That's been deposited to the accounts. So yes, it works, and it's easy for me now. But it was challenging in the beginning. But I made it easy because I learned it. It's all about the understanding. It's all about learning, submerging yourself to understand that hey, it's doable. I can get it done, and it's powerful. So however much you want to invest into it, it's how easy it's going to be. So you just got to put in the work and start somewhere rather than saying, "Oh, this is too hard. I'm not ever gonna do it." So like it's work, but it's rewarding.
It's a real business concept that requires
Yeah.
work. You're starting a real business, so there's going to be work, but it's definitely rewarding.
Yeah, I mean, like you compare it to an education, college education, right? 4 years of work, that's work, versus a couple of weeks, and you can start making money right away. So you gotta kind of weigh that in and see what you want to do, right?
And then just my last question would be, because I know people are always asking this, how are you getting clients?
I mean, there's a lot of ways in the program that we have. The one we're working with Callzoo, there's ways that you can get clients. You could find clients, right? That need it. We already have clients that ask us if we could generate them calls. There's many people that need this service. It's a $68 billion industry. So learning this skill, you could get clients left and right because you once you learn the skill, you possess a power to run somebody's business, right? To pretty much keep their business afloat and profitable because you could drive them calls. So getting clients, if you have this skill, is easy. It should be the easiest way, right? We know that because we used to sell SEO, right? What is the purpose of SEO? To generate leads, right? To generate phone calls eventually, right? So getting clients with SEO versus saying, "Hey, James, I got phone calls for you. Do you want them?" What is the business owner going to say? Yeah, they're going to want
I think most of the time in the beginning they don't believe it, but then you prove it, and that's the whole segue into it.
Yeah, like for a perfect example, one way to get clients, you know who's paying for these calls right now? Google guarantee that those are clients right there.
Yeah.
You can find a whole list of them there. You can find Home Advisor. They're paying leads, right? Home Advisor paved the way to Thumbtack. People using Thumbtack. You could go on Facebook, find business owners. What else? I mean, there's so many ways. You could scrape directories and find business owners and send them emails.
Yeah, it's putting in the work of outreaching. Again, that's work, but it's again worth it, especially if you could deliver a service that's quality.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. We know that. I mean, this is what we do. It's not like we don't do it, right? It's exactly what we do, and we see that it works, and that's why we want to share. We wouldn't be sharing with people if this business model doesn't work.
Yeah, so I think that we covered mostly all the questions on this. I just know that we get a lot of questions about pay-per-call training. How does this all work? So I just wanted to bring Arvin on and for him to go over some of the things that he wrote about, like we said earlier, in a blog post. And again, that link will be in the description. He has a lot of screenshots in there that he shares, so you can check that out as well. And if you have any questions at all, comment down below this video, and either myself or I'll have Arvin, if it's a question towards him, answer that. And yeah, we look forward to connecting with you guys and see you in the next video.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, man. All right, I'll speak to you soon.
Guys, I hope that answered a lot of your questions when it comes over to pay-per-call. Again, there is a blog post if you'd like to read that blog post. I'm leaving that blog post link down in the description. Also, any of the resources that we mentioned in the interview that Arvin might have mentioned, I'm going to leave them down in the description as well, so you can check them out. But definitely like and share this with anyone that you think would be interested in this model, or if you ever heard anyone talk about this business model, definitely share it, and I'll see you in the next video.